Hey guys, what's up? It's Claudia Fernandez, and I want to talk to you guys about how I am paying off my $10,000 business credit gas card. The first thing you're wondering, if you're in business and you get a phone call from the asset collectors and they ask you, they're like, ring, ring, is this Claudia Fernandez? And I'm like, hi, yes, this is her who's asking. Then you tell them, like, yes, I own the company that you're looking for. And, from there is like, ma'am, you owe Wex Bank $3,824.96. So let me explain something to you guys. My gas card is worth 10,000, but my debt is 1,000 less. In other words, what the asset collector, was warning me about was that, they were gonna come into my place of business, which is it's a it's an office, and that's where I have, my mail come in. So they called me and they let me know so and so, owns your debt, which is the third party collection agency. And then, they were just letting me know that they were going to walk into my business establishment and see how much I have. Trying to add up my values so that they could take away in case I don't settle my debt with the collection agency. By the way, I got extremely lucky. I have a really nice, smart, the bombest debt collector. And I talked to him, and he was able to negotiate with me, a monthly payment that wasn't going to have me underwater. So, it's unfortunate that this is happening to me because I trusted. And I'm not going to get into detail about the problem, but, I just want to kind of tell you guys my journey. So, as you know, I own a credit repair company, and I'm doing a lot of things at once because my dream is to become a mogul. And I feel like, why not work towards the things that you love? So I'm starting a lot of different companies, different ventures, and one of my businesses is my lip gloss collection. I contacted my supplier, and I am on the verge of buying the product. So I'm like, wow, just seeing everything come together is more powerful than I could ever dream of. And it can be scary at times because it's just so many blessings that sometimes you can't take them. So I'm also here to tell you that you shouldn't be scared when, a serious person calls you and you're barely knowing what you're doing, and they're, demanding, and they're like, okay, well, you owe this debt, and, first of all, I'm just jumping into this. So it's kind of different for me, and I like to stay out of trouble. So when they call me about something and I'm extremely responsible, I feel like, wow, it's scary. They're gonna just come into my place of business, be invasive, and take everything. And, you know, thankfully, my company is something that I could do remotely, and they don't really have nothing to take from me. I'm the one that's giving back. So what happens next too with my process is, you know, if I would have had this card taken care of, I could have just been a giant. I could have kept moving forward and opened up other lines of credit. But, you know, this is a big stone in my journey, and I feel like I have to learn a lot from it. And I'm glad that this is happening to me in a sense, you know, not totally, but because now I know the process, and with everything that's going on right now, I can help businesses, small businesses. I know that we don't like to get tagged as the small business person owner, but you know, we all have big dreams. However, the small business concept is for those people that want to stay small. So with my journey, I learned that when they call you and you owe debt, it's not that big of a deal. I have been on this journey since 2016, and all I can do is share my process, and with that, also give advice, because nobody wants to be scared into just fear. But I got lucky enough to get a really good collector, and he's teaching me about the commerce of business. And, you know, the first thing that you want to do, which is some steps that I have for you guys, is when they call you asking for that debt, the asset collector, when they call you, you want to tell them if you can please have the direct line from the third-party collection agency. So they're just warning you. They're just calling you like, hey, somebody's about to come into your establishment and take pictures of what they can. And you're just sitting here in another state. Like, wow, I'm not even in the state of Arizona. So what am I gonna do? Like, I know the people that are at the front office, not personally, but I rely on them to collect my mail. They know me. I walk in there, I ask like, hey, you know, I'm here to collect for your ink smell. And when a person just warns you and you don't know what to do. So thankfully, I am a hustler. Thankfully, I know how to ask questions and to speak up, because if it wasn't for those values that were put into me at a young age, I wouldn't have been able to handle the situation the way that I am. And, you know, I wish I could just get over this step, because I know that my business is gonna, you know, empower the world. This is just the back end of a business owner, of like a real boss bitch. So If you have any questions, please comment below with your concerns, because I feel like business owners are always on the limb, and that's why I want to encourage you guys and tell you guys, you know, I always try to input this into you, is your faith. If you don't have your faith, you don't have nothing. So, and that's even more scary because you're already tackling a business, and adding faith into that, it's like, wow, I have to be fearless, and we're human. So, you know, we're only growing. On a positive perspective, I have been paying my loan off since February, and I only have so much more to go. So, I already have a plan in place for when these debts get paid off. I got a lot of things on my shoulders. I got people that I want to look after, and my generation. So come at me with your questions, because I have a lot of growing pains. I just want to tackle one last point, and that's the point of my purpose. My purpose is to sit here and tell you that you shouldn't be scared when they call you and they ask for a big lump sum, because you are already a valuable player on the field, because you're already putting your life on the line for numbers. This isn't the only business that can provide an account to me, so I can go ahead and take care of this and move forward. So yes, first thing is first. You want to make sure you get the direct line of the collection agency. The next thing is, once you have the collection agency phone number, you want to speak with the collector and ask them to please negotiate with you, because not a lot of people are in the funding field, and those of us that are, we need a little bit of help. So this is my title: how I am paying off my $10,000 Chevron with Techron business credit gas card.